Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad from Radko, and in this whole video we're gonna look into Gemini. I'm sorry, I don't know why I said Scorpio. I was thinking about Scorpio, but in any case, we're gonna do Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and as well Gemini Rising weekly general tarot reading, July 12th up until July 18th, 2021. And if you do wanna participate into my free reading contests which are happening into my live streams, make sure you do subscribe and also for the channel, and also hit the just hold on a second, hit the notification bell so you are announced when I go live. And should you be interested in a personal reading with me that you want to have on your own, or you are interested into learning tarot, you may be interested into my tarot classes, checking out the description down below is going to produce a link to my website for you where you can view and purchase any kind of my services. So with that being set aside, moving to the Gemini reading of the week, and the first card you do have Gemini, that is going to be the Hierophant. Just hold on, can you see the card? All right, so so we have the Hierophant, followed by the second one, which stands as the Ten of Swords. Moving next, we have the Queen of Swords, followed by the fourth one here, that is the Two of Wands. And the last card of yours, that is going to be the Sun, right? And I love the finisher. It's a really good one. My God, that is this reading kind of like describes that side of your nature which is unyielding, the side of the nature of your nature it's there to withstand and to resist, you know, and to always strive for I don't know how to say it, because I do know very well a Gemini, and they strive for, if you will, the truth. That may be your case as well. But it seems also that with this endeavor, you will receive a very valuable, important, and most needed help as well throughout the week. And so the week starts for you, Gemini, with the Hierophant. And this is where the help pretty much opens up, or rather comes about. And first is going to be a verbal or intellectual help. That means that you will receive a benevolent support, and you are to be counseled at the start of the week of how you are to tackle with certain things, problems, okay, concerns, issues, if you will. Well, that depends on what kind of an individual you are, but also through that counseling, you will as well adopt some kind of new perspectives over your love life or over your career as well. That is very common for the Hierophant, where people or the subject of such influence redefines what love is for them, for example, or redefines what kind of a career ethics they should have also, or they should attach themselves to as well. But what will come out of it, that will be for everyone, it is that you will understand by being counseled and by being supported that the problems you are facing, either career-wise or either relationship-wise, they're not without their resolution. They're not that overwhelming that may think they are. And you know that their resolution, in fact, does exist in the framework of your reach. So you definitely can resolve them if you do focus on these problems, concerns, issues. They don't have to be problems, I should say concerns, because you may be concerned how to develop something. You don't know how. And that benevolent support counseling at the start of the week is going to help you understand what is the best approach moving forward. And that approach is to be taken here at the Ten of Swords. And I would say, my God, that is going to be an aggressive approach from your behalf. And the Ten of Swords here describes that you are pretty much catching the last train for it. That is an expression, oops, That is an expression in my country. I don't know if you guys have it. Catching the last train is like doing it the very, very last minute, doing it the very, very last second. When if you have overlooked that minute or a second, things could have gone south pretty quickly. But hopefully they didn't. Now the price to be paid for it, it is that it will be rather quite turmoilish. Or it will happen very fast, if I may say it that way. So you may kind of like adopt the impression for the whole process of making that step, that drastic, radical step. It is that it drains you for all you have, but that is not going to be the case. In any way, this action of a last minute of yours will refer to some kind of a severance, most likely severance of somebody or of something. It could be a habit, you know, it could be promises, like I said, it could be a person as well. But deep down in your mind, you are to be convinced that that is what is supposed to happen if you do want to progress with your concern and ultimately at the end to resolve it. And as you do make these actions or these decisions, the benevolent support from a purely therapeutical one or therapeutic one or purely mental one, it becomes physical. Now we have the Queen of Swords stepping in for you, and my God, this ally. Now, if I want to have an ally from all the court cards, that is the one I want to have. Because Queen of Swords, very emancipated individual, person who can make something out of nothing. There is no such thing as a dead-end situation for them. They are always capable to push things through no matter what they are facing. They do not waver, right? And they are headstrong, iron-willed, and they just, when they say they're going to do something, they do it. And that's why they are very scary when they are your enemy. Because if they say they threat you, that is not a threat. That is not a threat at all. That is a promise that they made. And they tend to keep or to live up to it. So that's why this is the most productive ally from the court cards, and also the most fearsome enemy out there. Luckily for you, that's your ally, at least for this week. We had it at some points back in the days, I remember, as an enemy coming up. But for you, that's it seems that that's an ally this time around. And the accompanied card, it is the Ace of Pentacles here to the Queen of Swords. It's pretty clear, and that is very within their character. With the Ace of Pentacles, this person does not believe that, how can I say, that the results are going to be pretty much served on a platter. But instead, they do believe that if they do want to proceed with, or if you do want to proceed with your goal, you have to make your own circumstances, and that is what they are going to help you with. And right after their involvement here, a very good results with the Two of Wands are to be accomplished. And in fact, I do believe with this card that towards the end of the week, you are going to reach the expected results of your concern, where you thought that everything is going to be over. But it will turn out that you can go even further than that. You can grow even further than that. Because the Two of Wands here speaks that, yes, good accomplishments are present. You know, you are sitting most likely on a very well developed enterprises at that point. But they can be developed even further. You can grow into your career, you can grow into your relationship as well, so why you should stop? Now, the only condition that the Two of Wands can lead you into a downhill, or rather like a deteriorating path, is if you do grow impatient and you do want everything to happen tomorrow or in an hour from now, so your sense of demand kind of like grows exponentially. Instead, here you should be patient when it comes to results after you do reach that point of a rather good results. And here, before we go to the last card, I would say that if you do have to kind of go to court that week, my God, that's your lawyer, and oh my Lord, that lawyer. It will fight with teeth and nail for you, and not just only that, but they are going to find a way. You have problems into your marriage, and that's your, for example, couples therapist. They will make your reconciliation or the improvement of your marriage a personal agenda for one or another reason, and the results are going to be very present. And that was just a couple of examples how this could develop. And after these results really settle in, the Sun card manifests at the end of the week, and that is, the Sun card is pretty much, for one, it's happiness. And this happiness, it's not just your own personal happiness, but it is the happiness that you also produce for the world as well. If I have to put it into, how can I say, lyrical way, you are to be that golden soul that floats across the sky, dropping a bit of happiness everywhere it goes. Everybody is gonna adore you there, which is going to predispose for burying down hatchets or tomahawks with one or another person that you had kind of like ill conversations with, right? Or some discrepancies, even arguments, scandals, fights. But also the Sun, it's a confirmation to the Two of Wands that whatever you are striving for and you have accomplished, there are far bigger energies of growth there. But it's also a confirmation that instead of forcing the things around, you have to trust the natural development of the situation instead. So it seems that you, Gemini, are gonna end up the week in a very, very good position, in a very good terms. And if you thought you are alone in this, you will quickly realize that you are far more fortunate than you thought you are. So with that being said, Gemini, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, July 12th up until July 18th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.